Kurt is still here as always. You know,
thank you.
His handle is the solutionist. And that is because he helps us with the laundry, he helps us get stains out. There's so many things that you help us do. My closet is organized also in part to you.
Thank you.
How about keeping us safe? No one's gonna be stealing that identity because you have an extra super turbocharged RFID blocking sleeve set.
So here's the problem. Your credit cards, your ID, your hotel keys, they have these little chips in them. In fact, I bought one right here. This is what it looks like. It's microwave thin, and that's what it looks like. Now, this chip has all your credit information, your credit card, your address, everything. I'm gonna go put it down next to this scanner here, and I want you to pay attention to the screen here in the computer, because as soon as this microchip actually gets close, you're gonna see that what happens here, check this out. As soon as I come close, boom. You see the number that pops up on the screen? Boom. See the number that pops up on the screen? This is what happens, and this is built into credit cards like this. So you have a credit card built in this. This microchip is in the middle of this credit card, so when I come close to this screen, you can see that number starts flashing up there. So all of the credit card information's on there. Now this scanner that you're looking at, Siobhan, I bought for $80 online. 80 bucks, that's all I had to buy it for. And this scanner is kind of special because it not only scans cards, I can program cards too. So with this scanner, I can electronically pickpocket you, reprogram a card, and then start using it in the mall that you're in. Now, if I put it in the RFID sleeve, you get 6 of these RFID sleeves in different colors, and now it's a vault. Now it's totally a vault.
See, nothing's getting added.
Shut down. You can do whatever you want with this thing. This is shut down. Outside of the card, you're vulnerable. You see that? The screen picks it up, all the card information. This is like a vault for your credit cards. You're gonna get 6 of them for your credit card and 2 passport ones. And I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. There's all kinds of news. Google it. Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. We had a lady at the gas station over in Atlanta. Some homeless person hugged her. It wasn't a homeless person at all. He had an RFID scanner on her, pickpocketed all of her credit cards, and $3,000 later. It's the hottest scam right now is this RFID, I guess electronic pickpocketing. Now, that's your credit cards, and you know that, right? I'm gonna start teaching you stuff that you didn't know about, stuff that's really out there. This is a hotel room key from a big hotel. And by the way, ever gone to the hotel room key? You slip it in or go by the door and the door opens for you. It's an RFID chip inside. And one thing I didn't know, I was at breakfast at a hotel once and I left it there, and this guy comes running out, Mr. Jenkier, you have to take your, why? I get another one. He goes, no. Your credit card information's on the hotel room key. And I went, what? I stopped what I do and went to the manager. I go, is that true? He goes, yes, it is. Watch this. This is a hotel room key. And don't think your hotel room keys are immune. Right there, you see that? Boom. See that there? Boom. You see over here what's happening over there? Boom. All the credit card information, my address, everything I checked in with is on right there. So every time I do this, boom, boom, just like that. Your hotel room key is vulnerable too. So if you have an RFID sleeve like this, what I want you to do is put it inside, simple and easy, and then vault. You have a vault. You can touch, you can snuggle, you can do whatever you want. You're not electronically pickpocketing that credit card sleeve or that hotel room key. And this, you're vulnerable, very, very vulnerable with this thing too. Interesting stuff. Now, how about your passports? Passports today, this is my own personal passport, you know, it's a little skin on. It looks like a regular passport, but what you don't know about it, inside there's an RFID chip inside, that little symbol signifies. So even this passport is electronically vulnerable. So what happens, I'm gonna go near the scanner again, one at a time. You're gonna see, watch this, ready for this? Boom. Boom, boom. Look at all the information coming off that. I'm gonna rewind that for you, just so you can see it. I'm gonna rewind it for you because all the credit card information is right there, on there, right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the beginning here. Now, a passport has enormous amount of stuff on there.
That's what you need to be looking at.
Watch this. Here we go. Ready for this? Watch. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh my gosh.
That's got addresses, fingerprints, all kinds of electronically coded things inside. And you know what a passport is worth on the black market today? And all you need is a scanner like this, an $80 scanner online. And that used to be the problem. I'm gonna tell you something. You've seen other RFID products out in the market today, and I wanna prove to you why this one is so much better. It's about the technology. I wanna show you, come on over here. I wanna show you something. When the government, when the military, when people are giving me things, like I'm a trusted traveler, and I get these trusted traveler cards. This means I don't have to go to the same security process. You'll notice the RFID chip right there. Can you see it? If you hold it the right way, you can actually see the chip. That has my biometrics, that has my blood type, that has every time I cross the border in it, and that's inside. And when the government gives me an RFID sleeve protector, you'll notice it's metallic inside. You'll notice the metal inside there, Siobhan?
Yeah.
Now, other cheaper RFID sleeves look like this. They're paper inside. They work on a completely different principle, and I don't think they're the best. It's my personal opinion. Our RFID sleeves, if you notice, is the metallic inside. You have the very, very best protection money can buy, in my opinion. You can't do better. In fact, when the government does it, here's how it works right there. Take a look with the screen here. This is actually a really good graphic illustration of what happens. It's got multiple layers inside. There's a layer of metal, there's a layer of film, there's a layer of paper, there's a layer of RFID blocking substrate. This is like a vault. This is a vault for your credit card. So what happens is the credit card comes close to it. What happens is it blocks it. All the stuff blocks that stuff. All the electronic transmission blocks it. And this is super, super important. I got to tell you something. I mean, I have a friend of mine who works in the border security. He works in the Canadian side. And he says what they're doing now is they amplify these things. I don't even have to get close to you. I can actually electronically pickpocket you from across the room, which is way more common than you think. So I want you to get this protection. You get 6 credit card ones, all in different colors. You get the red one, the blue one, the brown one, the green one, the white one. You can have your different credit cards inside them. You get 2 passport sleeves inside, passport sleeves also to protect your passport. This is important stuff. I want to share this with you. It's so important. I have sold over $1 billion on Live Talk Shopping Channel because of gray hair.
Congratulations.
Gray hair stuff.
Congratulations, my friend.
And I have never sold anything more important. Nothing more important than this. Because if you've ever had electronically pickpocketed, if you've ever had your identity stolen, you know what it is, and every American does. I had mine stolen twice last year. Once at a big store with a big parking lot, once at an amusement park. Let me tell you, and my credit card, the one that was stolen, wasn't even out of my pocket. I knew it because it was a credit card I never used. It was my emergency one, and I got electronically pickpocketed. Somebody had a scanner. And it's not just the scanner they use anymore. It's the phone. I had a hacker, because we did an infomercial about this, and a hacker contacted me and said, hey, Cos, I want to talk to you. I met him at a hotel room by an airport. I wouldn't let him in my office, right? He showed me something that knocked my lights out. He set his cell phone down in the middle of the table. It electronically pickpocketed my wallet. It electronically pickpocketed the passport in my briefcase. I didn't even take it out. He had everything. Had my picture of my passport on his phone. And I looked at him and I said, how does it do that? Well, this near-field NFC communications all these new cell phones are using, guess what it can be used for? It's a scanning device, right? And I said, do I have to worry about people's cell phones? He goes, no, no, no. You don't have to worry about other people's cell phones. You have to worry about your own cell phone. I scratched my head. He goes, what are you talking about? He goes, what we do is we drop a phony game or a fake email. They put a virus on your phone. He goes, your own cell phone in your own pocket electronically pickpockets your wallet. They're not even present. They're in another part of the world, right? Electronically pickpocketing using your own cell phone. I got to tell you something. That scared me to death. I said, there's no way. You go to my wallet right now, every one of my credit cards doesn't have an RFID sleeve in it. It has the best RFID sleeve in it. The one with the metallic inside, one with the best polymer. It costs a little bit more, but it is the best protection, period. You must put your credit cards inside. You must put, in my opinion, your hotel room's keys inside. You must put your government IDs, your driver's licenses, everything inside. RFID theft is serious stuff. You know somebody who's been electronically pickpocketed. You've probably been electronically pickpocketed. I know a lot of people who have. It's going to happen to you. And for a few cents, why wouldn't you just protect yourself, right?
Oh, of course.
Seriously.
And we'll send it to you, so you don't even have to go all over the place and potentially be at risk until you get these at home. 2 months at $9.98. You know, some of the most sophisticated people I know still don't believe this. They aren't even familiar with it. And I'm telling you, ACOS is speaking the truth. If you want to protect yourself for $19.95, seriously, what a great insurance policy. You'll be protected. You have family and friends that need this technology. The next time you're out with your friends and you see that they don't have RFID cards, you need to give them this item number.
You do.
You really do. Throw a couple into a greeting card for your sisters.
Seriously.
Seriously, it's easy when ACOS brings us this technology. You saw the metal, the metal luster in there?
This is the differentiation.
This sets these apart.
You can buy cheap paper ones all day long, and they're cheap, and I don't think they work as well. When the government gives you a military one or the trusted traveler one, I don't have to go. I go to the same security pilots do because I travel so much. Look at this. Ours is the metallic one also. It's the same substrate that's in this one. It costs a little more, but it gives you a vault-like protection. This will shut them down, lock them out, period, end of story. The paper ones, in my opinion, not so much. And you know what? Why wouldn't you do it? Seriously, you need to do it. Did I surprise you with the hotel room key? Wasn't that shocking? Do you know how many times I've left the hotel room key sitting there by the television as I walked out the door? I may as well have left my American Express card sitting there because all of my information was on there. Because the hotel room key has your information. There it is. That's a scrambled credit card number information, all my personal information right there. If you want to lock it down, put it in the security sleeve. Put it in the metallic one. Put it in the best one in the industry, in my opinion. You can sit there and dance on that that thing. That's a vault. That's not coming out. You don't have it there, now you're vulnerable. And let me tell you something, these can be amplified. You know, I paid $80 for this, and let me tell you something about this particular scanner. I bought it online, and I'm going to share a story with you that really shocked me. In fact, I felt like calling the police. It shocked me. I said, the gentleman said to me, do you want some blank credit cards? I said, I'm sorry, what? He says, well, blank cards. I go, I don't want a blank card. He goes, why? He goes, well, the scanner that you have actually reprograms blank cards. He goes, what do you think, the bank has people in the back making cards? No, that's what they do, right? This is just what, well, maybe your workplace has those employee cards, right? The employee cards. That's what happens here. You know, your employee card is an RFID chip, right? So you can program them. I was shocked. I was like this, but you know what? Forget about that nonsense. All these cards, whether all your credit cards, most of them have these. And by the way, I want to share something else with you, because it's a mistake people make. Just because the chip...
$9.98 to get this at home.
Oh, really?
Seriously.
Oh,
yeah, it's on 2 Flex.
Oh, good. That's good stuff.
It's under $20. That's fantastic.
So see this chip here? People get confused.
Yeah.
This is not an RFID chip. This is not that. This credit card has 3 ways to take the information. This chip, this strip, and see this symbol? This RFID chip inside. All 3 are in this card. Don't think that if your card doesn't have one of these things, you might think, oh, it doesn't have an RFID. No, 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 no. They're separate technologies. These cards have 3 different technologies. It has a chip inside. There's the top of that chip on this particular one. It has the strip inside, and it also has the RFID inside. 3 different ways to take your information. And forget about it. You know what? Hogwash. You get this, you lock it down,
Boom.
Bob's your uncle. Done. You can do what you can buy these scanners. You can use the phones all you want because I'm protected. Protect yourself. Listen, 6 of them, 6 credit cards, different colors, 2 passport ones. This is the best of the best. And if you don't believe me, just go look at
good. This is what I wanted to show.
I wanted to show you the side.
Okay.
So what happens is...
cut one in half.
It's a cut 1 in half. This is the paper, sort of thin paper, cheap. I wouldn't put my credit card, but you would make your own decisions. This one's, ours is metallic. You see the metallic finish in it? This is the best of the best. This technology is not available to everybody. Right here, when the government gives me my Trusted Traveler one, look what they use. This is my Trusted Traveler one.
It's metal.
It's metal. This is all metallic inside. Right. And it's important. It's really, really important that you get one that's the best one. Don't buy one that's not so good. Get the very, very best of the best. Why wouldn't you?
Well,
you
get 8 of them. About the same amount.
Of course.
Right? And don't think that wrapping this up like in tin foil is going to be the same thing, because it just isn't it. No. It just isn't, okay?
It's not that attractive in your wallet, too.
It's not going to work. This is the new technology for one of the biggest crimes happening right now. We're not trying to scare anybody. What we are saying is please be safe. It just makes sense. It really does. And when the holidays come, oh my gosh. I want to make sure you're protected right this second.
Was it last year like millions of people got, what is it? Was last year one of those big stores?
Get several of these, especially when we have that generous flex payments. By the way, that expires, those 2 flex payments, at 4 p.m. East Coast time today. So you're set. Also, they're color-coded, so you know which one has your American Express, which ones has your Visa. All right? I have them. They work. Trust me. 2 months at $9.98.
Most important product that I've ever sold in television in 20 years.
That's a big deal. Thank you, ACOS. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're very glad that you're here for this. It's really close to our hearts. And if you're on